The future of war rolled right down the streets of D.C. as the U.S. Army celebrated its 250th anniversary. Robotic dogs marched, drones buzzed overhead, and war machines rode alongside troops. The spectacle was intended to send a message amid rising fears of World War III. The U.S. military is going all in on AI and machines that fight faster, cheaper, and without fear.
Of a tech realignment that is taking shape, making way for a new class of Washington-friendly tech companies that are defense first, they're U.S.-made, and they're cashing in on a new era of hard power AI.
President Trump's return to the White House touched off a new gold rush as he vowed to modernize military operations. With billions allocated to projects like Trump's Golden Dome missile shield and new fast-track Pentagon procurement rules, investors from coast to coast are in search of the next defense tech unicorns.
A lot of people don't know this, but Silicon Valley's roots go back to its origins as an R&D center for the U.S. military. In fact, the building where I'm standing now, which is YC's headquarters in San Francisco, was originally a naval shipbuilding center during World War II. The next decade is the time to return Silicon Valley to these roots.
Ares Industries is notable for being the first weapons startup backed by Y Combinator. Founded in May 2024, the El Segundo outfit is developing a new class of anti-cruise missiles that are about 10 times smaller and 10 times cheaper than the Pentagon's current systems. YC partner Jared Friedman called the startup the SpaceX of missiles, as it aims to disrupt defense primes like Lockheed Martin and Raytheon. The startup says it built and flight-tested prototypes multiple times in the Mojave Desert within just 11 weeks of its founding. Ares was the first, but not the last, YC defense tech project. Theseus, selected in summer 2024, is developing a lightweight visual positioning system for drones that works without GPS. Fully self-contained and resilient to jamming, the system uses cameras, inertial sensors, and satellite imagery. The startup has already sold early units to U.S. Special Forces and has secured more than $4 million in seed funding. Integrations with major drone manufacturers are reportedly under development. San Francisco-based Usul, another summer 2024 YC pick, offers an AI-powered platform that helps startups win government contracts. The team has since raised more than $3 million and says early adopters have already secured hundreds of millions of dollars from the Pentagon. And Orbital Operations, selected in winter 2025, is developing reusable, high-thrust space vehicles to defend satellites using cryo-managed propulsion.
We want to make a reusable OTV that can store and manage cryogenics in space.
This will allow us to have the high-thrust, high-efficiency propulsion systems that customers have been asking for and allow us to maintain a permanent presence in orbit and be reusable.
The Huntington Beach-based team aims to launch an operational vehicle by 2027. Also in Silicon Valley, Scout AI says it's building the universal AI brain to power military robots at scale. The startup emerged from stealth in April 2025, aiming to become the standard software layer that makes robots on the battlefield able to see, understand commands, and act on their own across domains. According to reports, Scout has already won 2 Department of Defense contracts and has secured $15 million in seed funding to develop its Fury foundational model. Scout's founder, Colby Adcock, also serves on the board of Figure, the humanoid robotics company his brother, Brett, founded in 2022. Figure is reportedly seeking a nearly $40 billion valuation as it races to deploy 100,000 of its AI-powered humanoids into the world in the next 4 years. While Figure wants to be the world's top synthetic human maker, Scout wants to control every robot on the battlefield. So they're both betting big on robots, and if they're right, maybe they'll end up ruling the world. Like Figure, Scout has developed a vision language action model that issues motor commands to robots by interpreting natural language instructions. In this demo footage, a Fury-powered ground vehicle follows a human from a safe distance, after learning from just an hour of imitation data. According to Scout, the model is hardware agnostic and modular. The startup has demonstrated the model's capabilities with 2 working prototypes, an unmanned ground vehicle and an aerial drone. As the nature of warfare shifts toward faster, more autonomous, and more networked systems, platforms that streamline their development, testing, and deployment are becoming more critical. Los Angeles-based Nominal just closed a $75 million Series B fundraising round led by Sequoia Capital. The financing brings the startup's total funding to more than $100 million. Nominal plans to use the funds to advance its 2 flagship offerings. Core is a cloud-based test workbench, while Connect is an edge platform for hardware-in-the-loop testing. The startup aims to double their team to about 120 employees while expanding capabilities across aerospace, defense, energy, and industrial sectors. Nominal's software is already used by Anduril Industries, Shield AI, and the U.S. Air Force to streamline hardware testing workflows. Meanwhile, in Orange County, Mach Industries is reportedly raising $100 million to scale production of its low-cost vertical takeoff cruise missiles. According to TechCrunch, the Huntington Beach startup's valuation would be around $470 million. If finalized, Mach's total funding would be around $185 million to date. Ethan Thornton dropped out of MIT to launch the startup in 2022, at age 19. Mach's flagship product is the Viper, a jet-powered cruise missile designed to strike targets up to 180 miles away for under $100,000 per unit. What makes them even more disruptive is their plan to build pop-up factories that can quickly produce thousands of weapons per month. In Austin, Allen Control Systems is scaling production of its flagship Bullfrog autonomous weapon systems for terminating drone threats. The startup recently secured $30 million in a Series A fundraising round led by Craft Ventures. Unlike most of today's anti-drone tech, the Bullfrog shoots down drones with standard ammunition rather than expensive missiles or lasers.
The system is designed to be operated 100% passively and to leverage service common weapon systems like the M240 that you see right here. So if I had one with me, and I tried getting it through security, but if I had one with me, you can just literally drop an M240 within 15 seconds, set it up, and you're good to go.
The approach, until recently considered out of the question, is made possible thanks to advancements in computer vision, real-time targeting algorithms, and robotic fire control. The startup says the approach makes Bullfrog more reliable, practical, and affordable for everyday battlefield defense. It's designed to plug into existing defense systems, vehicles, and remote outposts with minimal setup. It's controllable via a laptop or tablet.
What we're trying to do is change the battlefield economics. Right now, we're shooting down drones. Elon talks about this a lot with like $100,000 missiles, and the drones cost $1,000. So what we're trying to do is use an AI-powered machine gun, which a bullet costs $1 to shoot them down.
It's built for autonomy, but with the ability for humans to override to comply with the Pentagon's policy requiring a human in the loop for lethal actions. In Boston, Blue Water Autonomy emerged from stealth in April 2025 with $14 million in seed funding to build autonomous warships for the U.S. Navy. It was founded in 2024 by Navy officers and veterans from Amazon and iRobot.
The time is definitely now. If we hear the current administration, they're talking about shipbuilding, shipbuilding, and shipbuilding.
We used to make so many ships. We don't make them anymore very much, but we're going to make them very fast, very soon.
And we're designing and building autonomous ships. And when you make them autonomous, you can remove the bridge, the berthing, the galley, the showers. So you can make them a lot smaller. And because they're smaller, you don't have to build them at the big Navy shipyards.
The 100-foot ships are designed for long-range missions, carrying logistics payloads, surveillance systems, and defense armaments. Blue Water is developing the ships for mass production in mid-sized commercial shipyards to supplement the overburdened U.S. shipbuilding industry. The startup says 50 or more of the ships could be produced annually in smaller yards. Another U.S. startup, Persona AI also aims to modernize the shipbuilding industry with its next-generation humanoid robots. Founded in Houston in 2024, Persona is led by Nick Radford, the former lead on NASA's Valkyrie humanoid robot program and founder of Nauticus Robotics. Jerry Pratt, formerly of Figure AI, serves as Chief Technology Officer. The team recently secured $27 million in pre-seed funding to build rugged humanoids for heavy industry applications. Persona has already struck a memorandum of understanding with HD Hyundai, the global shipbuilding giant, and others to deploy humanoid welding bots in shipyards. They plan to deliver functional prototypes by late 2026 and start deployments beginning in 2027. While Persona develops its robots for very specific use cases, another rising startup hopes to eventually deploy its autonomous humanoids onto the battlefield. Sankey Pathak, the former CEO of the fintech firm Synapse, launched Foundation in May 2023. Its flagship robot is known as the Phantom MK1. They're developing the general-purpose robotic humanoid for applications in manufacturing, logistics, as well as defense. While leading humanoid developers like Boston Dynamics refuse to build robots for lethal applications, Foundation is notably eager. Phantom is wheeled for now, but Pathak says Foundation will move to only bipedal locomotion by the end of 2025. According to the information, Foundation is trying to raise $100 million for a valuation of $1 billion. For more defense tech startups to watch throughout 2025, check the related video.